Our next guest is a two-time Olympian and one of the stars of the U.S. Women's Rugby Sevens team, which just won a bronze medal at the Paris Olympics. Please welcome to the show, Olympic bronze medalist Ilona Maher. Well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Second of all, even more importantly, happy birthday.
It is.
It's your birthday. Yeah. And we're so honored you're spending it with us. You just got off a plane from Paris. Did you celebrate your birthday at all in France?
What I did was we were at the closing ceremonies and I was just telling everyone, hey guys, don't make it a big deal, but it is my birthday. So whatever you want to do, but we struck midnight when we were still out there in the stadium. So I was like, everybody sing to me right now.
Yeah.
So it was beautiful and it was, there's no better way to do a birthday than that.
That's fantastic. And now the medal, I want to ask about the medal.
Yeah.
How often have you worn it since you won it?
Well, a lot.
Yeah.
People talk about their chains. That's my chain. But it is heavy, and it does kind of wear on the neck, which is like, you know, a fun burden to bear, like wearing an Olympic medal. Like, oh, it's a lot of work. But I will wear it more, of course.
Gotcha. You have it here with us,
I
right?
do have it. Okay. Tom Daly made me a little medal holder thing.
Gorgeous. Oh,
and
my
here
God.
it is.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It is wearing a little bit.
Oh, that's
on
good
it.
though. Can I
But
see
it's
how
like
heavy? Yeah. Oh, this is
you know?
a
a solid hunk
That's a
of
real
metal.
thing.
It's a great piece of metal.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
I feel like I'm so bad at sports that even when I held it, it was going to start
looked
burning.
unathletic a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah. Oh,
I might put this down right away.
Okay.
I think everybody wants to know what it's like living in the Olympic Village for the course of
Okay.
2+ weeks.
Y'all think it's a crazy place when really it's the most elite athletes focus on their craft for a while. So it's a lot of fun. Like you get to meet the best people in the world, but it is a very focused environment. But then as the events start to end, you know, you get to go to different houses and all. So it does become a little bit fun. But I will say I was focused on that medal for a little bit.
Yeah. But there must be a real threshold of how you behave before your event is over and after.
For sure. Before it's locked in. I'm not even looking around, right? And then afterwards, it's like, hey, you see this bad boy? And so let's see what it can get me. It got me nothing, but
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. It was still amazing.
You obviously were not just triumphant on the field. You also had a very triumphant time on social media. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It was very fun to watch it through your eyes.
Thank you.
Especially the way you interacted with everything that French cuisine had to offer.
Of course.
And I saw you taking a bite of maybe one of the larger croissants I've ever seen.
I didn't notice it was larger. It seemed normal size to me, but it was just a croissant. They took me on this shoot, and they were like, "Britsky, you're gonna love it. We got this big croissant. You're gonna eat." You just get into like 5 cameras in my face, and I'm eating this croissant. But people were obsessed with these giant croissants. They were everywhere, and it was actually pretty good.
Really?
A little dry for sure, but actually not bad.
Let's just take a look at exactly how large this croissant is, in case you missed it.
Oh, great. There's something got me going.
Now, I think one of the nice things about you getting out there on social media is, look, I don't think a lot of Americans understand rugby, follow rugby, have ever played rugby growing up. This was not only the first medal for the women's team, or America in general, in 707, the first Olympic medal for America in over 100 years in rugby, the sport. Who got you into rugby?
So I've always been an athlete. You probably could tell by these shoulders. But my dad was a rugby player, played for like 40+ years now, not to age him. But he'd always played, but he never got us into rugby. But I wanted to try it my senior of high school. Played in one game, and I think it just clicked for me. Like, it's a sport that just really encourages you to be physical and show what your body's capable of. Like, they want you to run as fast as you can. They want you to tackle as hard as you can. I think that just really allowed me to express myself.
It's really cool, and it does seem like, I think, again, like the success of the team is going to open that door for a lot of people who maybe never even thought about playing.
I think it's been so fun to see, like, I mean, we had so many people tune into our last games. You don't even know what's happening. You don't know what a ruck is. Nobody knows what a scrum is. But to see people tune in and see, like, wow, this looks like a fun sport, it's really awesome because we want to get people into sports because I know what it's done for me and how it's, like, changed my body confidence, made me feel so good about myself, and I know can do it for so many other girls. So I'm so happy they just got a taste for it, and maybe they'll go to their local club, their local college, and try it out.
Now, you had a brand ambassador. Jason Kelsey. Here's Jason Kelsey holding the rugby ball, and
rugby
then
ball, yeah.
wearing a shirt with your face all over it.
Yeah.
Now, how does that happen? Can you talk us through this?
So Kylie Kelsey and I, we're buddies on the apps, you know.
Sure,
that
yeah.
makes us best friends, I think. But she brought him to a game, and he came to our first game. First off, he's also wearing a rugby jersey, which is rugby jerseys are tight.
Yeah.
So he put this on the first day, and then he put it back on for day 3, which is impressive. This is a shirt my family made. My mom gave him hers, and I guess he also wore this to gymnastics.
Wow.
So there's just a video of him, like pictures of him with like the gymnast and my face on him. Like, hey, thank you so much for spreading the good word, sir.
Well, it's fantastic. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You can't find a nicer human being to get the word out about good things. And it was such a joy to watch. Congratulations again. Thanks so much for spending your birthday with us. Guys, that's Olympian Ilona Maher. We'll be right back with more Late Night.